Hello.
Welcome to Any New People. This is a bit of a different podcast.
Oh yeah, it's not episode.
No.
It's,
So we are Twinset and Purl. I'm Jo.
I'm Rachel.
And we knit.
We design.
We have a knitting podcast, but we also design knitwear.
Yeah.
I design shawls mostly and cowls. Rachel designs socks and some sweaters and the odd.
The new. I had one shawl.
Yeah.
And some crochet.
So we had a podcast a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the East Anglia Yarn Festival and we didn't manage to.
So we did a normal episode from our hotel
Yeah.
the night before.
And then we didn't manage to film our haul.
We were too tired.
So Rachel lives in Oxfordshire and the trek, it was quite a trek over to Norfolk for the East Anglia Yarn Festival.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was lovely. We had we stayed at some gorgeous hotels. And we had a really lovely time. But it was driving back took a while, and
I went to sleep, and that's the worst thing for Jo.
And we decided.
You hate me, don't you?
No, I was enjoying.
I think I shouldn't have had 15 minutes.
I was listening to a book.
Oh,
it was
okay.
fine. But we didn't have time to video our haul, so we're going to do that now, and then there'll be a second video. There'll be a second video of our like a normal podcast.
And when you see what we've bought, you'll know why we didn't have time.
Yeah. So we had a great time. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk through the 2 days and to go through our purchases as we talk about the different vendors.
And then we may have some
did.
bits that we forget that we have to talk about at the end.
Yeah. So,
First, let's talk about the show a bit.
so we went up. We decided we were going to go Saturday morning, go Saturday afternoon to the show, stay the night, go Sunday morning, drive home, and in the middle of the week, we decided that we would go up on the Friday afternoon, which was a really good idea because it's all A roads and it takes longer than you think. And we stayed in a really lovely hotel on the Friday night. And then on the Saturday morning, we weren't very far. We were about 10 minutes from the venue. So it was a really quick trip over there. Yeah. It's a little bit difficult to find the right entrance.
They didn't have very good signage, I would say, for the show. Oh, the bin men are here. That's nice for everybody. I think they could have had bigger signs. And it's only I think it's only like the third year.
Is it?
Second or third year. Maybe they'll get some professional. They'll do it when they're doing it every year. They'll get some signposts, because like Unravel is signposted by the AA, isn't it? It's like a proper sign.
So we had tickets for 11 o'clock. So we got there and there was no queue to get in.
Parking was really good.
Parking was fine. Rachel does have a blue badge, so we were very close. We parked the car and
Jo stepped out.
I stepped out the car and somebody went, "I recognise you."
You were getting my walker out.
Yeah. And I was like, she was looking at me and I was like, "Oh, there's my other hat. Oh, Twinset Purl." So, hi, we didn't catch your name. Can't remember your name.
We met loads of people. We actually met loads of people of people who watch the podcast. So hello everybody.
And we saw loads of Simons.
Yes.
As well.
Simon was the star of the show.
Yeah.
So we got in and lovely Catherine met us, who we have become friends on Instagram, and she doesn't go to, I think she actually went to Unravel the day we didn't go, I think. Anyway, I might have got that confused, but we'd never actually met in real life. So we thought she was coming in the same time, but she'd already been shopping, so she had a big bag of yarn, and we went for a coffee with her and bumped into our really good friend Sally,
it was her birthday.
And
her birthday the next day.
It was her birthday the next day.
Yeah, but she was celebrating her birthday.
Yeah, and so we had a coffee with Catherine, and then she was going to do one last loop, and she wasn't staying long. And then we ended up shopping with Sally, didn't we? And what was the first thing? What was the first thing you bought?
You went to the bathroom.
I did.
And I bought,
Oh yes.
I bought Ethel and Joan buttons. I got some little flowers and some leaves. Now, these, I don't think these are actually going to work for the project that I planned them for.
Oh.
So, but I might just, I don't know, I might do, I might just sew them onto something, onto a sweater or something, or a cowl, and just like sew the leaf next to the flower or something, like on a, don't you think, on a?
Oh yeah, nice.
So they're really cute, little. There's loads of different designs. Really,
they're too small.
They're too
Do they do bigger ones like that?
They probably do. Oh, they definitely do bigger buttons. They don't do bigger flowers, I don't think.
Because they're lovely.
Yeah. Hand cast resin haberdashery from Ethel and Joan. And I also bought some stitch stoppers, which are on my project, which you'll see later in the next podcast. So yeah, so I got those. And
I came back from the loo and ended up chatting to the wool kitchen.
Yeah. So the only thing that I knew I wanted was something from James Makes Yarn.
I think that was the first thing that got purchased.
From...
Oh, or did we go to Debonair first? No, we went there first.
Yeah. So you didn't get anything from James Makes Yarn.
No, I didn't.
But I knew that he does the most amazing neons and bright yarn. And I've never bought anything from him before. But I knew that I wanted some bright socks. So I bought this sock yarn, which is called, the colourway is Neon Petals. And I absolutely love it. You wanted some, didn't you? And
it's the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe we could both do shorties or something out of it.
That would be really amazing because pickety pink shorties for the cowl.
Yeah. So so yeah. So
yeah, we had a lovely chat with
James.
They let me sit on a proper seat.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
So he's James Makes Things on Instagram and jamesmakesyarn.com website. So go and check out James. He's got some lovely stuff.
Oh yeah. No, we don't need buttons.
No, we don't need buttons on socks. So I can't remember what I did next.
Then we went to Debonair and I got this.
Oh yes.
Yarn.
Oh.
So saw this one first.
Can you see the sparkle?
Yeah, you can.
So Debonair is a shop that we've seen
a long time. For a long time.
They were Unravel, I think, the first.
And even the summer.
Yeah.
When it was out.
East. Fibre East.
Yeah. So she dyes kind of luxury bases. This is merino with nylon and silver stellino, though, so the like normal
high twist.
Yeah.
It's a high twist.
And this colour jet is a colour that I love, and I had a skein of lace weight Italian merino, 100% merino, that I crocheted into a little neckerchief thing, and I just love this colour. So I saw this and I was like, oh, I'm gonna have that, I said, yeah, I just went cross-eyed. And then we thought, oh, we could do Alexander. So we've moved on. No, we haven't moved on from Simon. There's a Simon coming. Don't worry. all of you who've turned it into a drinking game, there's a Simon coming. So this is going to be my Alexander, because the one I'm knitting is a sample for bird street yarn. So I've got jet in shimmer and charcoal fleck in shimmer, and this is just beautiful, isn't it? Look at that.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, so that was lovely. So we've chatted to her on and off for years, haven't we? So yeah, so that's going to be a lovely Alexander. I'm going to kind of put things back.
Oh, this is the bag.
Oh yeah, we got one each.
And they sold out of these, so I'm really glad we managed to get one. That's their lovely logo.
And they were very reasonable.
Yeah.
And they've got
a magnetic clasp.
Yeah.
So they're
I'm going to put things in, chuck things in.
That's a very good idea because it's a little bit. Then I think we went
to
Bluefin.
Oh, did we go there first? And then we went.
Blue fern yarn.
Oh,
I didn't get any yarn. But
I'm using mine.
Yeah, I got some flower stitch markers.
And I got the little blue, the circle one.
Yeah.
In the very similar colours to yours, aren't they?
Yeah.
I might have to have a navy blue flower off you though, or a tealy blue flower. Yes. So then I think we went and bought the Zara ball. Yeah. And then for me, all I've got is Mammy and Florrie from the first day and Pixie. So this I'd seen on. So there was a local yarn shop called Venetia's.
I've got it here. Got her card here.
Yeah, and they were brilliant, weren't they? Because I'd seen this on their website. I think it's actually called Dragon's Eye I've seen it on Wool Warehouse now. It's called Dragon's Eye, but
and she's in Fakenham in Norfolk.
And her name is Strange Ways Booth. Venetia Strange Ways Booth. Anyway, hi Venetia. If we tag you may watch it.
She does what I think she does. Or she follows us somehow
Right,
because
she knew
who we were.
Yeah. So this is that's what the colour sequences looks like. And I knew they had one ball. I'd hoped they brought it with them. And so they went. The lovely person who was helping her went rooting around for me, and we found it. So I think that it's just going to be socks. Or maybe it might just be a page, because I've seen someone cast on.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's like real moody autumn. I instantly fell in love with it. So you never know.
I don't know if that's the right. Does that look like it's going to be that?
Sometimes they're paler. Have you got any blue in there? Because there's blue.
No.
Maybe it's.
Right, do we think, people? Mine's called Piano Bar. That's the colour. Maybe it's right in the middle of the blue.
Yeah. And also they do change.
Yeah.
They probably don't change the picture, even though they change the dye lot.
But I really love those. I love those autumn.
It's beautiful.
Autumn colours. We'll see. I've got a summary.
Whenever I see a Zara ball, I always think, oh, that'd make a nice Maggie with something.
Yeah. I've got a summary Zara ball to use first. So that's going to be, this will be an autumn cast on.
So then I think we went to Mammy and Florrie.
Yeah, and I didn't get anything the first day.
Well, let's talk. Let me talk. So I had, ordered. We talked about me doing the Myloma Cowl in the chunky, and so Amy had dyed me up some skeins of chunky, which is the Pumpkins at Botanical Garden in Glasgow. So I've yet to start, but there is quite a lot of time. So you might see that next podcast, because I've nearly, as you'll see in the proper podcast, nearly finished the socks. So then, did we buy the bags the first day?
No.
Were they all the second day? No.
I think we all bought them. No, you bought something.
I bought that one.
Yeah.
Julie Rousseau's.
Yeah.
So I bought this from Pixie Yarn to go with minis of hers that I bought, that I showed in the one before last, or I don't know. I bought her kind of spring minis, and that is called Space. And she had on her display the yoke of a Alpine Bloom knitted in minis with that as the background, and that just sold me on what I was going to do.
Are you going to knit an Alpine Bloom then?
No, not with one skein.
I thought you talked about doing a cowl.
I am. I'm going to take the hat,
right,
the pattern off the hat, and I'm going to do a cowl in the round with the minis. And that,
cool.
You know, when I get my spare pair of arms. And so then we went back the next day to Julie Rousseau's as well, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
But I just wanted this bag as soon as I saw it, and Joe thinks I'm nuts.
I do.
I love it.
I just banged the table, sorry.
Chickens! To just reminds me of, I don't know, it makes me think of Easter and, I don't know. I love watching Chelsea Lux yarns with their chicken. So, yeah, so that was day one. And then we did lots of, I think that we ended up having a late lunch, leaving and having really late lunch. And I felt I really enjoyed the people we met. I felt really like full up of
yeah, we didn't do all the stalls the first day either.
No, and we thought from that, oh, that's not bad, we're not going to buy anything tomorrow. We've been quite good. Yes. So then we went to a local pub and had very nice, didn't we, just shared like starters and stuff like that. And then we went and checked in to our...
We went to Sainsbury's and bought our dinner.
We did.
So we just bought...
like nibbly bits.
Yeah, because we were staying in a 2-bedroom apartment.
So we had a sitting room and a kitchen. And it was lovely, wasn't it? It was like a bit like an Airbnb, I suppose, really. But the bedroom, it was like almost, it reminded me of like a French kind of chateau, like...
Yeah, lots of beveled mirrors and...
Yeah. We should take some pictures.
Yeah,
but
some beautiful blinds.
Yeah,
like velvet bordered blinds and stuff. Really nice.
And lots of light, wasn't it? Lots of light, lots of windows. So we spent the evening watching comedy shows, didn't we? And having a good laugh. It was lovely. It was a really lovely weekend, wasn't it?
It was.
Together. We actually felt like we'd been away. I think because we went so far.
Yeah.
And then we got up the next day. We could go in at 10, so we packed up everything and handed our little key in and left the apartment.
Turned my car around in the tiniest space.
Joe did like a... You did? It was only a 3-point turn.
It was only a 3-point turn, but it wasn't
really
a very big space.
I wouldn't have been able to do it.
And then driving up the lane. Yeah.
Close your eyes. No.
Yeah.
And then, so the next day we bought the bags on the way out, didn't we? We were going to get one
for
Ruth.
Ruth loves to knit, but they'd sold out.
So forgive us, Ruth, we kept ours.
We did get her a present though.
Yeah, we did. And then, so did we go straight to Mammy and Florrie?
I think we did.
Yeah, because they gave them some chocolate buttons.
Yeah, and you hadn't been able, so she'd invoiced us.
Yeah, she'd invoiced us.
And you hadn't been able to pay it because something had gone wrong. So we went back.
And to tell her.
Yeah.
To find out, and then ended up buying. So it is a bit kind of the Mamie and Florrie show. We realised that it's pronounced Mamie. Sorry, what my hair. Actually, I think I bought those the first day.
Anyway, doesn't really matter, does it?
So
doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't really matter. But there's a bit of a Mamie's house. So I bought these two for a shawl design that I've got in my head. And this is called Llanberis Pass Stone, and this is Mamie's house on Surrey. So it's going to be a relatively, this is singles, so it's not 400 metres, 366 metres, and this is 300 metres. So it's going to be a smaller shawl, but I have an idea, so run with it. And then you got some for a new idea, didn't you?
So I got the baby Surrey, which is 100% alpaca, and it's 400 metres to 100 grams.
That's lovely.
And
so fluffy.
Yeah. And then I got some BFL, the Adventure Sock yarn, BFL nylon. And this colourway is Cairngorm Plateau.
Let me hold it for you.
Which is beautiful. What are the 3 Forgiven Autumn Intervals?
Oh, I haven't said mine, but I'm not going
And this is Kicking the Leaves in Hindland, which I think is in Holland? No.
Oh right, let me see.
I don't know.
The...
Anyway,
Right.
I don't know where that is. We could look it up. Ripe Schooled Duke.
Well, you've got the 3 words.
Yeah. But I like
It's
those
just got
two.
in it. It's just got it in
Yeah.
it, isn't it? It's lovely.
So my idea is to have this on its own as the I cord,
Right.
and then
That was your idea for the other Mammy and Florrie from
yeah,
Ravel.
but this is because it's thicker.
It's going to work better.
It's going to work better,
Okay.
and it'll be a 1 skein size.
Mm-hmm.
I love those colours together. But there's so many ideas going around my head that who knows when that'll happen.
And then I bought 2 sock yarns. Then we found the bargain bin.
Yeah.
So I bought Affleck's NCR Manchester, and I did 1 year of uni in Manchester before. Well, did 1 year of chemistry before I realised I was a biochemistry girl, but this is just amazing, and it's going to make an amazing pair of socks. Look at that. How does she do it? And then I got this one, which is Peaches in...
Really?
Which is, I think, is in France.
That's his newly.
I don't know, you can see. What do you think? And it's just this beautiful colours that are just going to make an amazing sock. And I have been knitting, I think I'm on my 3rd sock in this yarn, in her adventure sock, and it's becoming one of my favourite sock yarns. Don't tell Malabrigo sock. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to knitting those. And that's drums rather, and vibes. And this one is toolbar, weds and wing. 3 words. You can find the place that it's the inspiration came from. So yeah, they're beautiful.
And then we found the bargain bin, and I got RHS Bridgewater.
That's lovely. That's very you.
And that's on the adventure sock as well.
And what are the words?
Dive, change, lovely.
Oh.
So yeah, there's blues and lots of greens and yellows, and they're on this kind of pale caramel kind of base. Oh, it's going to be gorgeous.
And
I
then
don't know if that'll be socks or if that'll be something else, but
and then I got 3 skeins of Mamie's House on Superwash Merino High Twists, 100% Superwash.
and that was in there because she's not doing the base anymore.
No,
is
she's
she?
not using the base anymore. And that's Lime, Milky and Notice. But this is going to be, I'm not sure, I immediately thought I was going to knit a Rachel with it, but I have a pink Rachel that I'm wearing. We haven't talked about what we're wearing, but we'll talk about it on the next podcast. So I think I'm going to just find a different border to do or something.
Oh right.
Or maybe knit a Morris or something different to this one.
Yeah.
Because I just love it. Or just a massive Cecil with no mohair.
You could knit a Cecil with no mohair with 2 of them, and an Anthony with a dark chocolate or something.
An Anthony?
Not an Anthony, an Alexander
Oh right,
with a dark chocolate with the other one.
Yeah.
Because that colour.
Yeah. That would be the good idea.
Or navy blue or something.
Yeah.
Or I would knit a top.
I'm not knitting garments.
You're not knitting garments.
Until I've lost a bit of weight.
Okay.
I'm trying to lose weight.
But the yarn's not going anywhere.
No, the yarn's not going anywhere. It's just so gorgeous. I might just have to sit and pet it for a bit. It's so soft. So yeah, and it's just me in a skein, I think. It's beautiful. I love her sunset at Llandonna Beach, and it's
the same colours,
Same
isn't
colours,
it?
yeah.
So it's gorgeous.
But yeah, so we cannot recommend Amy's yarn enough. Go and have a look. And I have to say that the new one that's come out for March, what's it called? It's her monthly.
Oh, the travel
yeah.
club.
This one looks amazing. So I might have to subscribe. I wasn't going to buy yarn, but let's face it, we bought yarn, so I might as well subscribe to that. Right, so then we went to Emily Folds, I think.
Yes. And we got the same bags.
Yeah, and I've got skein yarn.
Yeah. We both bought the
we've got a
Caroline Gardner set of 3 drawstring
What I might
bags.
do is I might put that in with.
Have you opened yours?
No, I might put that yarn in there, in that bag. 'Cause I don't
Okay.
need one. I haven't opened it, but we can show the picture.
Yeah.
So they look like there's 3 drawstring bags that look like that,
Hearts, a flower,
Spots.
and spots.
and that's the smallest, so like a sock.
Yeah.
But they're not for knitting. They're for popping in your suitcase to keep your bits and bobs organised while travelling. So, AKA your knitting.
2 large bags and 1 small bag. Well, I'm going away next weekend, so I probably will take my knitting in that.
Yeah, and I think the large ones will easily fit a shawl or a sweater, even 30 by 35.
Yeah.
So yeah, and they were.
Shall I just
I think they
take
were about,
one out?
they were about
and just-
£18, weren't they?
Yeah,
Which is
just
a
show
real
you
bargain.
one of the large ones.
Oh, I don't think you get a sweater in that, will you? You get a shawl.
You get a shawl, get a 2 skein.
That one's
Shawl.
lovely. That's the one we were going to share a pack, weren't we?
Yeah, but
You
the 3, it's
wanted-
difficult to share 3 between 2.
Well, obviously I'd get the sock one and you wanted the hearts, but
Yeah.
I probably would have let you have both big ones. If I knew. But anyway, we've got one each. They weren't that expensive. Quite a bargain. And then we both got. Well, you found it first, and then I was like, well, she's having one. I'm having one. So Joe got
A skein of Malabrigo sock in the colour, I think it's a horrible kind of name. Gobber. Is it Gobber? Gober? But it's this kind of, it's a murky grey beige
I've knitted socks in it.
with some amazing speckles.
I think. What socks did I knit in it? I'll have to look back through my book. I think. Did I knit the King George sock? No, that was.
No, you didn't have King George socks in it.
And I got this one called Myths,
So soft.
which is it is my favourite. I'm going to wind that up, cast them on. Love. And the ones like this, or any of them, some of them are of will pool, depending on what you knit. So they're not really for sock. They don't pool in socks, but like I was thinking this would make a really good Musselburgh, and that would be fine. But some of them would pool in a Musselburgh. But that is lovely. If you had a burgundy, you could do that really nice Simon. You said it. I've got 2 Simons coming up. So then I think we bought the Woolly Tangle.
Mine's got a project in, which I'll be showing you in a
Oh,
little bit.
Yeah, mine's got a project in it.
I picked the slightly
That bigger
bigger
one because I love this. I had them in different sizes, the same tweed, but in different. You can see the herringbony effect on mine, and Joe's is, I don't know, a bit more. I'd say tweedy.
It's got like a, to me, it's almost got like a painting effect in it. It's got lots of different colour. When you look up close,
and the weft is like a white.
Yeah,
it's
and you
lovely.
can kind of see the herringbone in some cases, some places.
Yeah,
but it's almost like it's been like distressed.
Because I wanted a sock. I wanted one really for socks. So I
And that's
this
got
one.
my current Alexander in.
And it's
So
like the perfect.
Yeah,
project.
wait.
So yeah, so
We're going to tease you to make you watch the next episode.
I've bought bags from her before, but I really think that this is like next level
And I really like the handle and the fact that you can take it and clip it.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, I think it's gorgeous.
Lovely.
Lovely.
And then I think we went to the wool kitchen, the knitting shed, and you were definitely more into the yarn while I was eating the brownies. The cake, no, chocolate cake, it was not brownies. It was delicious. Thank you, Nicola and Louise, for the
well,
hospitality.
We got there and they were discussing Miss Mandy Lou.
Oh yeah.
Doing a sample of a Simon for them. And I was like, why don't we send Amanda, I think she is, Amanda,
I've got a hair in my mouth.
and Alexander pattern.
Yeah.
Because
That's
new and that's coming out for at Easter. So that's what they decided. She was going to knit the Alexander rather than the Simon. So that was a cool conversation. And then I'm a bit obsessed with their yarn. I love their bases.
Yeah.
So I got 2 skeins on the Superwash Merino linen, which is their flax base. This one's called Penny Dreadful, and this one's called Milk and Honey.
Beautiful.
And the tones in that are just gorgeous. And I think that's going to be a medium Alexander.
Right.
Love it.
Or whatever is the next thing. Knowing you, I would say.
Well, I'm giving my large Alexander away.
And that is autumnal, definitely. You can wait a bit, can't it, to be knitted. But I think, for a large Alexander, you need 150 of each.
Yeah.
And it's quite, if you buy hand dyed, it's 2 skeins of each.
It is quite expensive. That's why I did it in the commercial yarn.
So I got, or do you want to finish saying what you got? Did you get Milk and Honey again?
I did. I love this colour. So I got Milk and Honey on their merino mohair sock. And I'm going to put it with this.
Very nice.
Which is called Firefly on their mohair silk lace.
Beautiful.
I don't know what it's going to be.
And then I got 2 sock yarns, Coffee Bean, which is quite a dark. I think this is actually going to be socks. I was thinking Simon, but I realised that it's 360 metres, 65 metres. So maybe I can do a simple Simon. Ruth's coined the term. Although I have to say, I do love my cowls. So yeah, I think it would be lovely. Lovely as a cowl.
Do an Alexander cowl.
Oh yeah, cool.
But you'd have quite a lot left over.
Yeah, I could knit some stripy socks maybe.
What's the light one called?
The light one's called Strand Line, and this one's called Coffee Bean.
Oh, they're lovely.
And it's the Ainsworth and Prynne classic sock, which is, I think, we were chatting about it, and the colourway, they've got a colourway called Mordor, that is the first hand dyed yarn I think I ever bought. And I remember looked at it at about, we went to show, the first show we went to, we bought a lot of drops yarn from that, and then I think I saw it there, and then I bought it at Ravel, and I remember £18.50 or something, thinking, yeah, flash forward. So that was lovely, and it was lovely to see you, Louise and Nicola. If you ever get around to watching this, we will tag you, so you might.
Yeah.
And that actually was the first place we went.
So we went to Buttoned Up, handmade porcelain buttons. So And
She, I think, is in Didcot.
is she?
Well, when her
Excuse me,
money
itching
came,
my nose.
when the thing came through, it said Didcot.
Oh, so we've got a little dish
Beautiful.
to put on the side by where I knit to hold stitch markers so they hopefully don't go down the sofa. We will try. I nearly dropped that then. And we got one of these for Ruth as well. It's got a lovely gold rim.
I didn't. I got a stitch marker, but I forgot.
And I got a little robin.
Mine's got mine had a flower on it, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's really sweet.
Yeah, very, very clever.
Yeah.
And the detail. I mean, that you print, you like impress, don't you? And then you paint the things on. And I think it's really hard to glaze, like get the glaze. I mean, from my friend who made my Morning Beautiful mugs for me.
I don't know whether you colour the stamp.
No, because you think it's done afterwards, after it's
No.
been fired.
No. I don't know whether you colour the stamp when you push it in, because I don't know how you do that. That would take forever.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll never know.
No.
I don't think she'll share her secrets with us.
And then we went to see Laura at Belika Yarn, and this is going to be a Simon, a spring one.
You've got to finish the other one first.
I've got 2 to finish.
Have you?
I've got that fluffy
Are
one.
you going to bother?
I don't think so. It might stay in the bag until Christmas, until the winter. But this is going to be.
Oh, I love that pale
Yes.
green. Did I pick the pale green?
I think I was going for a darker, and then we picked lighter. But her yarn doesn't have colourways. Just seen that.
Ooh.
Yeah. So check out Belika.
She had a lovely big stand as well.
Check out Belika
And
yarns.
her bags were amazing, but we'd already
bought bags.
we then went and bought
little grey
girl bags, but I'm obsessed with a little grey girl bag. So,
but I would say check out Belika's website. She got really good. She sells really good stitch stoppers.
yeah,
And her bags are really lovely.
and she's going to be at Big Flock.
She is, yeah. So we will see her again soon.
Are the knitting shed going to be at Big
Yeah.
Flock?
We're going to be at Big Flock.
Mamie and Florrie are going to be somewhere else, aren't they? They're
Buxton.
already booked that weekend. And then did we go back to GBB?
Yes.
So
And we got a little present for you guys,
for you guys,
which we'll show at the end. But we bought that, and
I
Jo
bought this.
bought one. Miffy.
Miffy's.
Classic Miffies.
Yeah. They had some unclassic.
They did. That I nearly got. And then
Yeah. You bought the chickens, and I got the Miffies. Oh, I love them. Look at the one leaning on his arm, leaning on his elbow.
Oh, he looks sad.
Yeah.
Miffy always did look a bit sad.
I think it's because is it a she or a she? It's a she.
She hasn't got a mouth.
Hasn't got a mouth. Yeah. So you can't tell whether she's smiling. But anyway, love it.
So I've
And
nearly finished
then
my coffee, so it's nearly
Little
the
grey
end.
girl.
Yes. So we both got a sock sack, our favourite, with the hanging strap and then the drawstring. And I got this circus print,
And I got a pink,
which feels very spring summer.
Actually, this feels quite spring.
Yeah. I've got the pyramid one of that,
But
which isn't like me.
No.
I wouldn't.
I love this grey.
Her grey cord. and-
The grey webbing.
And it was lovely to see you, Jen. I hope you had a good show.
She's test knitting Alexander.
Yes.
So
And you got some lovely.
I got some micro minis, rare micro gems.
10.
Yeah, 10 gram minis. So
Some fluff on it.
that might be a new design.
Very cute.
Maybe I should get a skein of her grey yarn.
I've got an idea.
Okay. Maybe I should get a skein of her pale grey or something.
And yeah, so then you went to...
We went back to say
goodbye
to a few people, and I was chatting to Helen at the Wall Kitchen, and she does this, what's it called? Assigned pooling. And she said there are no British designers doing patterns for assigned pooling. Could I give you a skein for you to have a go? So
that's what's going to happen.
That's what's going to happen. And this colour is called Cosmic Girl Dark. It's fingering weight, merino nylon, and I'm going to give it a go. I've got some ideas percolating, so we'll just have to see what happens.
So that is the end of the
haul.
Yeah. So
overall, what would you say?
I would say it was good, but we bought from the people that we buy from anyway. We didn't really buy from anybody new.
So Venetia.
Venetia, yeah, only one.
Yeah.
And therefore it was too far to go for me.
Yes.
That's my honest opinion. Very well run. Laura did a very good job.
Nice wide,
lots of places to sit.
Nice wide aisles between the
coffee
vendors.
Was a bit rubbish because it wasn't real coffee, it was instant.
I wasn't the food. I wasn't particularly.
No.
We didn't eat any of the food.
No, we left. We were going to have some.
Outside they had, was it pancakes?
There was pancakes. There was
loaded
popcorn,
chips, loaded fries, and popcorn.
So it was a bit. No burgers or bacon roll, anything that kind of thing you want when you first get there. Which was one of our pluses from Yorkshire Yarn Fest.
Yeah. So, but there's loads. I've noticed loads of podcasters sharing their trip to East Anglia. So there's lots of ones to watch on YouTube, and you can get lots of different people's opinions. And we didn't film anything in the show. You had to get permission before. Yeah,
we're not really that kind of.
We don't really vlog anyway. So yeah, we didn't do that. But there are lots of things to watch if you didn't go and you want to see what it was like. I've watched 2 or 3 and very different styles.
Right.
And people have different tastes, don't they? And they want different.
Yeah, completely.
I watched one girl who just wanted everything bright and neon and whatever, and another lady who buys mostly beige and natural sort of colours. So yeah, lots of different things out there. I would say the distance was the negative for me. If it was closer, or on a motorway, which they can't do anything about.
But I would say that the people, apart from...
Because the venue was good.
Yeah, the venue was good.
And the places to stay were good.
Yeah, really good, actually. That was a really good thing. Yeah. Because literally, the one we stayed in the second night was a minute away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it was a good show. I think, for me, this is going to sound awful, none of the new to me vendors really, some of the booths were tiny and you couldn't really get in, especially the first day. Second day I didn't take my walker, the first day I did. And if there were
there were a lot more people the first day.
Yeah, I couldn't get into the booth to look at anything. So that to me is like switch off, carry on to the next thing. And then I spent most of the first day chatting. So I didn't.
We do a lot of yarn shows.
Yeah.
And if people travel then to do the different yarn shows, then you often get the same people. So for example, our friends at Bird Street, John and Claire, they have as a business, they've decided that they're only travelling, they've got a certain number of miles that they're prepared to travel from Bristol to a show. So you won't see them at all the shows.
No, that's very true.
And there were people there who I've seen before, and their yarn just isn't my cup of tea.
But we're thinking that we're going to try and go to a yarn show in Scotland, and we're going to go to one in the lakes, aren't we?
Yeah.
Later this year, as well as our usual ones.
Because we tried Yarndale a couple of years ago. We didn't like Yarndale. We tried Wonderwool. I loved it. You didn't.
Oh God. I never ever want to go to that place again.
So yeah, I think we'll just try out a few. You really love the Lake District, so we're going to go up there and we're going to probably spend an extra day.
And that's what I liked about that weekend in Norfolk, was that it felt like we were going away for the weekend together.
Yeah.
Mainly because the evening, we should find somewhere to stay like that.
It was a lot for me because I drove from Bristol to here, from here to there, and then on the Sunday I did the same thing going back.
Yeah.
And that was a lot.
It was the journey back was
quicker.
Straightforward, yeah. Thankfully.
The traffic was a lot better on the Sunday than it was on the Friday afternoon, which is what you'd expect. If you've ever driven in the UK, Friday afternoons.
Yeah.
We have a joke, well not a joke, but like in Bristol, if you don't leave Bristol before 4 on a Friday, you're not going anywhere.
But I would say that obviously for people who live there, it's a great show and
lots of parking.
They may not be feel like it's worth coming further to the central so I mean, it's because it's not on the motor, it's not straightforward, like even for them to get to East fight for someone that over that way, it's not straightforward, is it? So anyway,
so overall really good show. We would have liked some different refreshments, but other people seem to be really loving it. So
there was a really good cake stand. We didn't get any cake.
No.
Amazingly, we went.
I know. What was I doing? Because you got cake off loads of other people. You got cake.
No,
off...
once.
Oh, I thought you got more than one lot.
No,
of cake.
I got cake from the knitting shed. Gave me cake.
Oh right, I thought you got cake from somewhere else as well.
No, I don't think so.
Somebody gave you some crisps. No. Did we all have crisps from Wensleydale? We didn't mention
Oh.
Wensleydale Long Wool.
We didn't buy anything from them, but we love them.
Yeah.
Hi, Kath. What's another lady called? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Marion?
Yes. Hi, Kath and Marion.
And
always lovely to see you.
She was wearing her Simon.
She was. Yeah.
We saw loads of people with Simons.
Yeah.
Well, not loads. 5 Simons, which is, reasonable amount.
Yeah.
And a lot of people recognised us, which was really nice. So hi to everybody who we didn't catch everybody's name. Did meet one of my testers, Robin, and her mum.
Wellbeing Knits and Chappy Knits.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
She's won a prize
Yeah,
too
she won a
from
prize.
us.
Yeah.
And Robin's doing my test knit at the moment. So it was lovely to see them. But that was just on the way out, so we didn't really get to spend very long talking to them. But yeah, overall, good. Some people have gone from Cornwall. Some of the vendors have gone from Cornwall.
I know.
Quite a long way.
This is going to be slightly controversial, but for lunch on the Sunday, I introduced you. You had your first ever Burger King Whopper, didn't you?
I did. 54 and I've never had a Whopper.
And they forgot to put the onions, so now she's got to have another one because it was not right without onions. So you got to have another one. So
I'd say we're going to have it for lunch today, but I've had a burger. I had a burger last night.
Anyway,
and we've got salad. I bought salad from Marks, really delicious salad from Marks Spencer's for lunch.
That was a good trip.
Yeah,
I would say. And I guess we'll talk about the next one coming up in the proper podcast.
Yeah.
But,
so yeah, it was lovely to see everybody. It's lovely to see all the vendors that we know and love, and overall very good weekend.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
we'll see you in a minute.
Yeah. We might check. Well, we shouldn't change it. We haven't talked
I
about
was
it.
going to change.
Oh, right, okay.
But this is the
People do-
Simon Cowl.
And this is the Rachel Shawl, and people do know.
Yeah.
know
We've worn
about
them
it.
before on the
Yeah.
podcast. So, and the patterns will be linked
Down
below.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
Thanks, everybody.
bye.
Bye.